The African plains fall dead silent, that heavy stillness that always signals blood is about to spill. Down in the long grass, a dark shape stalks with intent. This isn't about hunting for food. It's a message of ownership carved in sinew and fang. Nearby, a maniacal cackle pierces the quiet. Hyenas are inbound. And wherever that clan gathers, lions are bound to answer the call. For eons, a blood feud has raged between these apex predators over turf and carcasses. The lion reigns with crushing strength. The hyena endures through sheer quantity, cunning, and harassment. When their paths cross, mercy is non-existent, it's just raw survival. But tonight feels heavier. A single slip-up here could turn the tide in a heartbeat. The clan inches forward, probing the invisible boundary of forbidden territory. Starvation drives them on. Hidden in the gloom, the females lie in wait, silent and unblinking. They don't panic. Out here, discipline is just as lethal as a set of claws. This is the anatomy of a savanna skirmish. It starts, not with a roar, but with suffocating tension. A locked gaze acts as a weapon. Each step is a calculated gamble, but once that first violent lunge shatters the peace, there's no going back. If you want to witness this lethal chess match play out, hit that subscribe button immediately. Ring the bell and don't go anywhere. The upcoming segment shows the moment the powder keg finally blows. The scavengers blunder by clumping together their confidence, inflated by their own noise. They think the pack keeps them safe. At the grass edge, the queens rise like ghosts, asserting dominance not with roars but with sheer posture. A blockade of muscle cuts off the exit. It isn't mayhem, it's ancient, refined warfare. One scavenger pushes its luck, stepping over the line that demands blood. The reaction is lightning fast. A female strikes out, halting millimeters from hide, a kinetic warning shot. Dirt flies. Pulses spike. The ultimatum is simple: back down or bleed. The pack scrambles back, yipping louder to scare off what they can't kill alone. The females stand like stones, unfazed, well aware that the cavalry isn't far behind. Darkness observes the standoff. Subscribe right now and keep your eyes peeled, because the next scene introduces the true heavyweight of the plains. The energy changes instantly as a heavier shadow joins the fray. You can almost feel the earth tremble as the patriarch strides into view, radiating total command. The laughing stops. Hesitation sets in. While the females use tactics, the male brings finality. His sheer bulk rewrites the laws of this engagement. He walks with a slow, terrifying cadence, claiming every inch of soil. The clan fans out, nervous, weighing bravery against self-preservation. One brazen rival feints a bite. The retaliation is volcanic. The monarch explodes forward, shoving the whole mob back in a wave of dust and terror. He doesn't even need to draw blood. The point is made through sheer projection of force. The borders are solidified. Out here, a confident presence hits harder than a paw, and living another day means knowing when you're outmatched. Hit subscribe and stay locked in, because coming up we see what happens when the mob decides they aren't done fighting yet. The clan doesn't run. They reorganize, stretching the line, their cackles returning as their nerve steels. They rely on the one advantage: lions hate arithmetic. Power wins duels, but armies win wars. More shadows drip from the brush, lured by the commotion. The scales start to tip. The patriarch swivels, trying to watch every angle. He can't catch them all. The scavengers dart in and out, snapping at his heels and vanishing, testing his temper. It's a game of attrition. Exhaust the king, sow chaos. Force a fatal error. The females shrink the perimeter, defensive but disciplined. The tension is ratcheting up. Every wasted motion burns precious fuel. The air chokes with grit noise and circling threats. Nobody has struck the killing blow, but nobody is leaving either. Right now, bravery doesn't matter, stamina does. It's about holding the line and waiting for an opening. As the deadlock drags on, one thing is obvious: this brawl is nowhere near finished. Subscribe this instant and keep watching, because the next part demonstrates just how fast order dissolves into anarchy in the bush. The stalemate shatters when a single scavenger gets greedy. In a heartbeat, the plains turn into a blender. The females rush the front while the male spins with shocking agility. Dirt obscures the vision. What started as posturing has morphed into a violent test of endurance. The pack scatters only to snap back like a rubber band, unwilling to walk away from a meal. Their shrieks grow piercing, fueling their collective adrenaline. Every advance saps the cat's strength. Every step back invites a new wave. Authority is cracking, not from weakness, but from fatigue. The king charges again, ferocious but calculated, yet the enemy is adapting. They stay just out of reach, attacking the nerves rather than the hide. Minutes feel like hours. Muscles scream. Starvation is a stronger motivator than terror. Dominance isn't a trophy. It's a rent you pay every second. As the cloud settles, the combatants freeze, chests heaving. The winner is still unclear. One slip, one trip, and destiny is sealed. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because the upcoming chapter captures the millisecond choice that flips the entire battle on its head. The tide turns in a blink. A scavenger miscalculates the gap between safety and slaughter. The male capitalizes immediately. He launches with horrifying accuracy, throwing the pack into disarray. Dirt geysers up, yelps turn to screams, and the siege line breaks. He doesn't run blind. He strikes strategically, pushing the clan back with focused rage. The females push forward in unison, reclaiming their turf yard by yard. For a second, the royals are back on top. The mob wavers. Bellies rumble, but self-preservation screams louder. But the swarm won't dissipate. Shadows creep back in from the periphery, wary but present. The objective has shifted from domination to mere existence. Both squads are feeling the burn. Every motion is tax on their reserves. Every choice carries a death sentence. Nature doesn't offer clean wins. Success is measured in seconds bought and scars avoided. And this dispute, it's far from settled. Hit that subscribe button and toggle notifications, because the next segment unveils the heavy toll taken when neither army is willing to fold. Stubbornness rules the field. The hyenas widen the net, forcing the cats to have eyes in the back of their heads. It's no longer about triumph. It's about who breaks first. The patriarch holds his ground, panting eyes fixed while the females rotate, plugging gaps in the defense. Hunger makes every move sharp and desperate. A limping scavenger hobbles into view, hurt but bold, acting as a distraction. It's a gamble. The cats flinch for a split second. That's all the room the mob needs. They close the distance, the cacophony rising, emboldened by the proximity. The squeeze is suffocating. The pride hits back hard, but exhaustion is a slow poison. Limbs feel heavy, reflexes dull. Out here, refusing to quit sends a bill that must be paid. Sometimes you pay in blood. Sometimes you pay in land. And sometimes you spend the very vitality you need to survive the rest of the night. As the clock ticks on both apex, hunters face the same grim reality. Surviving this moment might mean dying tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel and stay glued to the screen, because the next chapter shows who finally cracks under the strain. The dam breaks not with a roar, but a rush of bodies. A gray tide washes in from all sides, testing the pride's crumbling resolve. It's a slow, methodical constriction born of experience. They aren't teasing anymore, they're executing. The male pivots, realizing too late that trying to guard everything means you guard nothing. The females scramble to plug the weakest side, but the pack is fluid. Fresh attackers swap with the tired inches, stealing forward. Their bravado surges as the lions fade. The air is thick with dust, vibrating with growls, shuffling paws, and the rasp of desperate lungs. For a fleeting moment, the king is isolated, ringed by shifting ghosts, forced to weigh the carcass against his life. He still has the power, but the numbers are grinding him down. Slowly, with dignity, the lions begin to cede ground. It isn't a rout, it's math. Living to fight another day is the only victory that counts. In the bush, stepping back isn't cowardice. It's a survival manual written in DNA. Subscribe now and stick around, because the final chapter reveals the aftermath once the lions depart and the scavengers take the stage. The pack converges, claiming the spoil with sharp yips of delight, but the celebration is brief. From the gloom, the cats watch, cataloging faces, terrain, and flaws. Nothing is ever final out here. Borders breathe. Kings return. Every skirmish is just a rehearsal for the next war. Tonight closes with no trophies, only survivors who learned exactly where the limit stands. The plains take a breath, but the feud merely dozes, waiting for the next spark. Make sure you hit subscribe and smash that like button to keep your place in the pack. This savage blood feud on the savannah is eternal, and the next showdown promises to be absolute carnage. Don't look away for a second, because the laws of the wild are cruel, and the debt is always paid in blood. Very soon.